what we're going to do, talk about a little real estate talk in this episode. I got a couple messages from you guys. One of them that I thought was kind of a good topic was from Sergio Hernandez. Shout out to Sergio. He messaged me and said that he's thinking about moving out of state and he wants to kind of know if it makes more sense for him to stay in Sonoma County with how our market is, or move into a different part of the U.S. because he hears it's cheaper there. And I thought it was kind of a good point because I know a lot of people talk about that all the time. I see a lot of comments on Facebook and whatnot about I'm leaving California and I'm moving out of state because it's cheaper. And so I kind of broke down what I thought was something that would hopefully help you guys out as far as if you are thinking about that, as far as making a decision or not. I really don't care if you live here, or I'm not like a have to be in Sonoma County kind of guy, or a Texas person, or an Idaho, or wherever you are. But I just think that you also need to be educated before you just say, hey, it's expensive in California or Sonoma County, so I'm leaving. Because it's expensive other places too, and there's a lot of other things that people don't take into consideration that I think add into the equation. So basically what I did is I picked a place that I always hear people talking about, Waco, Texas, because everybody watches that freaking Fixer Upper show with Chip and Joanna, and they always say, oh my God, it's so cheap there, I'm gonna move to Texas and they're gonna build me this cute house and I'm gonna live this happy life, right? So basically what I did is I broke down a few things that I think people need to take into consideration if you're moving to Waco, Texas, or to New York, or to Montana, wherever you wanna go. I think the biggest thing that you have to think about is, what is the salary there? What do people make there, right? What kind of opportunities are there? Because you can move there and you can buy a house for a lot cheaper than you can here, but if you're not making any money, or you're not making the same amount of money that you could here, it's all kind of relative, right? So basically what I did is I said, here's the median salary in Sonoma County. This is, and you guys might Google this and get a little bit different numbers. I tried to look as best I could, and these are about the averages I came up with. Median salary in Sonoma County right now is $83,663. In Waco, Texas, it's $21,623. Quite a difference, right? Average home cost in Sonoma County right now, $635,800, and in Texas, the average home cost is $187,600 in Waco, Texas. So right off the bat, you can see something that to me kind of stands out, right? So in Sonoma County, even though houses are quite a bit more, so is our salary, right? We make almost 4 times as much on average than what people in Waco, Texas do. Now, homes are about 4 times as much as well, right? So that right there just goes to show you, and this is just a rough example though, is that just because you can buy a house, a really nice house in Waco, Texas for $187,000 doesn't automatically mean that you're gonna be rich and that you're just gonna live the good life and that's gonna be this big easy transaction for you to go because houses are 4 times cheaper there. Because you're also making 4 times less money. Right? So I think people need to take that into consideration. The other thing too, I mean, this does make sense for some people, and I think those types of people are the people that bought a house in Sonoma County in the late 80s, early 90s, I mean, even during the last recession, right? And maybe they bought a house for $150,000, $200,000, and now it's worth $6, $7, and a lot of cases in Sebastopol, people bought houses for, $120,000 25 years ago, and now they're worth 1.2, 1.3, and they own them outright. So if you're in that type of situation and you don't really have anything that's holding you to Sonoma County, sure, cash out, take a $1.1 million check, move to Texas, buy a house for $187,000 and put $900 grand in your bank account and live the good life. I mean, that makes sense obviously for some people, but for people that I see talking about this most, which is like my demographic, my age group, first time home buyer type of demographic, I see it all the time. I'm moving to Texas, I can buy a house for $187,000 or whatever it is. But like I said, you need to take into consideration this too, right? Because if opportunities aren't there and if you're not able to make as much money as you are here in Texas, it plays itself out. Now, of course, if you can find a job in Texas to where you're making Sonoma County money and you can buy there, sure, that's a unique situation. I'm sure those are those types of situations. But the last thing that I would kind of close this out with is basically, I just want to let you guys know that it's not going to be easy no matter where you do this, right? Buying a house is not something that's supposed to be easy. And if it was easy, it's like the old saying goes, everybody would do it and everybody would be a homeowner, right? Whether you do it here or in Texas or in New York or whatever it is, it's a challenge. And that's why my job exists, is to try to get you guys a deal and to try to hold your hand basically through this, because it's not something that's easy. I hope this helps. Like I said, keep reaching out to me with questions and with messages as far as what you guys want to see more of, or if you have an idea or a topic for another video, and we'll throw them in just like Sergio wanted in this one. So hope that helps, Sergio. Hope it helps a few of you guys out too, and hope you enjoyed this vlog, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.